What's up, everybody? B-Mac the Z-Ranger here, and I'm calling all Rangers, Riders, and Defenders of the Morphin Grid to welcome you all to the Rangers Initiative. And today on the Rangers Initiative, I will be reviewing the latest episode of Power Rangers Dino Fury, episode 5, A Winning Attitude. And as always with my reviews, I'm gonna be going over the good, the bad, and the more phenomenal. And ending off this review, I'm gonna be telling you guys this week's Ranger of the Week. Yes, once again, we're gonna be doing Rangers of the Week, or Ranger of the Week. But before we get into this review, I wanna point you guys out to that subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, subscribe to this channel, and also click that notification bell so that way when I drop a video, you get it as soon as I put it out. Also, I want you guys to smash that like button, because the more you smash that like button, the more YouTube recommends my videos all over the continent or even the world. So we're gonna extend this Ranger Initiative to the entire world, because once again, once you click that subscribe button, you immediately become a Ranger of your choosing. But now we got all that good stuff out the way, let's get right into this review. Let's go. You already know what this is. I'm starting this off with the good. It feels good. Yeah. And the first good thing I'm gonna start off with was the actual title of this episode. And the reason why is because it fits so well with the moral of this episode. And as you see with my background, this is a Green Ranger centric episode. We go through the highs and lows with Izzy because it's mostly dealing with her and her cousin Lily and their relationship. Both of them are winners, but Izzy takes it to a whole nother level where even she disrespects her own cousin because she wants to win that badly. And I'm going to get into that in the bad, trust me, I'm gonna get into that. But I just love how this episode shows how you should have a winning attitude. That is not always about winning every single time. Sometimes, or even most of the time, it's just about helping people.
If you ain't first, you're last. You know, don't talk.
Another good thing I liked about this episode were the fight scenes. The fight scenes were done pretty well, even though I can just tell that, you know, okay, this was the America version and this was the Super Sentai version. It still didn't matter to me, but it was just so cool to see these fight scenes. I think these fight scenes were better. You know what, scratch that. They weren't better because like the last episode when the Green Ranger and the Black Ranger first came and the Black Ranger, his fight scene, that was amazing. But this was pretty cool too because the Black Ranger had a really good fight scene in this episode as well.
That boy is good.
The third good thing I liked about this episode, and you guys are gonna be surprised of what I liked about this episode, and that is Jane and the J-Board. Yes. For some reason, their comedy worked in this episode very well. Even to the point I was laughing. Usually I'm not laughing at any of this stuff, but I was actually laughing. I was like, oh, that's funny. When they were in the trash can, that part was funny. When they were explaining to the kids about, hey, if you see a Sporks, this is what you do. And then there was an actual Sporks on her. That part was so funny to me. I actually thought that part was really, really funny. So they're not gonna be in the bad in this Ranger Initiative review. Overall, there were a lot of good things in this episode, and also a lot of more phenomenal things, so I can't wait to get you guys on that. But honestly, there wasn't a lot of bad in this episode. And speaking of bad, let's jump right into the next one, the bad. Like I just mentioned, there wasn't a lot of bad in this episode. There's only pretty much one bad thing, and I'm gonna get to that right now. What is wrong with Izzy? What is her problem? I know she want to win. I know she has that type of attitude, but because she is the top athlete, so I get that she has a very winning attitude. She wants to win all the time, especially for her dad or stepdad, whatever she wants to call it. But for her to attack Lily like that, I understand like you want to win that bad, but this is your cousin. Let her make a mistake. But I am glad that they actually, you know, redeem Izzy, you know, later on in the episode because she realized what she did and she ended up apologizing. So it actually worked out. But that was, like I said, that was the only thing I didn't like. It rubbed me the wrong way.
I don't like it. Feel all funny.
And I would say another thing that was bad about this episode, or it wasn't bad about it, but it's just something that I noticed. Did anybody notice that when the Green and the Red Ranger used their boost keys, they had them on, right? And they only had them on for maybe about, I would say like 5 seconds. And then the very next scene, they're fighting a monster without their boost keys. I was like, hold up, what happened to, they just had their boost keys on. What's going on with that? Like, I thought that was kind of weird, you know, but it wasn't bad, but I just had to mention it because it threw me off. And speaking of boost keys, let's move on to our next segment, the more phenomenal.
Here we go!
And starting this more phenomenal segment off, I gotta start off with the boost keys. And what I mean by I gotta start off with the boost keys is that, yes, I know that Zato and Izzy didn't use their boost keys that much. Like I said, it was only for like 5 seconds. But you know who boost key I wanna talk about? The Black Ranger's boost key. Remember I mentioned earlier in the fight scenes? This is the fight scene I'm talking about with the Black Ranger and the dragons, whatever that monster is something with a dragon. I don't know what his name is. But yes, that part when he came in, because remember, this monster just dogged out the Red and the Green Ranger. Izzy and Zato dogged them out. And then Javi comes in and is like, yo, I'm back in black. I'm like, bruh, that whole part was just hard. Is the Black Ranger, does he fight better than all the other Rangers? Because even in the last episode, his fight scene was amazing. This episode, his fight scene was amazing. But anyways, let me get back to the boost keys. While he was fighting, he did a move, hit the monster blocked it, and the monster was about to do something to him. In the middle of the monster doing that, he got the boost key, put it in his sword, and used a shield like that. He's that fast. And I'm like, yo, why aren't the other Rangers doing this? Is he just a better fighter than all of them? I don't know. But right now, he's the best fighter so far that I've seen. Another part that was so more phenomenal was this right here. The Green Ranger's Zord, the Tiger Zord, whatever she calls it, but it's a tiger. And my thing is like, wow, have we ever seen a Tiger Zord that's green? We've seen it in yellow, we've seen it in white, and I can't think of no other ones. Please comment down below if you can think of any other Zord, any Tiger Zord that we've seen in another color, because we haven't seen this in green. It looks so good in green. I love this whole morphing sequence right here when she throws it and it changes into the Megazord and she comes into the Megazord. That part was so more phenomenal. This is what we watch Power Rangers for. We watch it for the morphing and this stuff and stuff like this. Just speaking from a person who likes the Black Ranger, right now the Black Ranger is my favorite Ranger right now in the Dino Fury show. So I can't wait till he get his Stegazord. I think it's a Stegosaurus, right? So it's gonna be the Stegazord. I don't know, but I can't wait for that part, 'cause this was amazing. Or like I said in this segment, more phenomenal. And that's it with the good, the bad, and the more phenomenal. And like I said earlier, overall, this is a good and solid episode. It wasn't super spectacular, like it blown me away, but it wasn't bad at all at any point. Like I said, the only bad thing I liked about it was the Izzy part, but I thought that was good because it helps her develop as a character. Like I do every week, I have to rate this, and I'm gonna rate this a 3.5 lightning bolts. And the reason I'm giving it 3.5 lightning bolts because, like I said, this episode wasn't better than last episode, but last episode was really good, and this episode was solid. And I gave last episode a 4, so I can't give this one a 4. I gotta give it a 3.5. A 3.5 stars, lightning bolts. Now, since we got all that out the way, it's time to reveal to you guys this week's Ranger of the Week. And this week's Ranger of the Week was very easy for me, as you can see. So I'm just go ahead and just tell you guys, this week's Ranger of the Week goes to, it's not even that hard. It's Izzy, the Green Ranger. Yes, this was a Green Ranger centric episode, and let me explain. First of all, the title, A Winning Attitude. Who out of the whole group has the strongest winning attitude? Izzy. She's the top athlete in that area, so of course she's gonna have the winning attitude. But also it showed how wanting to win that much can jeopardize your relationship, not only with your friends, but with your family as well. Her character grew in this episode. And not only that, we found her Zord. And not only that, she got to use her Zord and become a part of the Megazord. So this was just a easy Green Ranger centric episode, and she killed it. Even with her fight scenes when she was fighting alone, when she had her hyper key, the hyper boost key, when she did that, all this stuff just works for her in this episode. So yes, Izzy is the Ranger of the Week. Glad you guys enjoyed this review of the Power Rangers Dino Fury episode 5. And like I said, every week I'm gonna be doing more and more Power Ranger stuff every week. I actually have 2 videos that I've been editing right now that I'm gonna put out maybe this week. One of them I'm gonna put out this week, the other one I'm gonna put out next week. And I know you guys are gonna like it because a lot of it has to do with the Women Appreciation Month that we are in or just passed. I don't know when I'm gonna put this video out. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys did, feel free to like, share, and that button right there. Go ahead and subscribe and click that notification bell. Also, you see these videos right over there? Go and click those videos from the Power Ranger content I'm putting out every single week. All right? And remember, greater is he that is in me. I'm out. Peace. The Ranger Initiative has already begun.